Hello, I'm Laura Jean Pulscher, and this is Mercedes. And I was recently diagnosed with ALS in February of this year, 2016. And as I've been dealing with the diagnosis, I've realized that there's not really much online to just help a person understand what's going on and just process it. And not that I have any answers for how to do that, but I thought maybe having a video diary of sorts, just sharing my thoughts, would be helpful for other people who find themselves diagnosed. You go through a whole lot of things, including strong emotions and a lot of decisions you have to make as your life changes with your abilities. So I just wanted to start with this. So I thought I would start by saying how I came to find out that I had ALS. This last year in 2015, as I was pregnant with this little pipsqueak, I decided to go up to Watertown, South Dakota, when President Obama came to visit our state for the very first time. I thought it'd be kind of exciting to see a president, if possible, so I thought I'd go up there and see if I could see him. So I carted my two other kids along with me, and we went up there, and I spent three hours outside getting chilled, trying to see him. I think I saw his entourage. I don't think I saw him. We were in the wrong place. Oh, wow. But after 3 hours of standing in kind of chilly surroundings with probably not the best clothing once, my immune system must have taken a hit, and I found myself having trouble moving my hands. My hands felt like they were arthritic, and I couldn't zip up my kids' hats. I mean, yeah, their hats don't zip well. I couldn't zip up their jackets very well. I had difficulty holding the steering wheel. It was really strange. I didn't understand what was going on. But it seemed to get better as my hands got warmer again, and I didn't think more about it. And I had felt some weakness in my hands, and I kind of wrote it off to a pregnancy-induced carpal tunnel. And so I thought, well, after I give birth, things will get better. But they didn't. They got worse. They got noticeably worse. I started getting, my hands started being more like this instead of normal. I throughout that year, I'd play guitar, and I started dropping my pick. I couldn't hold on to my pick anymore. And after I gave birth, I couldn't play guitar anymore. So I started off with a chiropractor, which I'd never been to before. And he referred me to a neurologist. The neurologist, I think, must have suspected right from the start. He got me into testing that very day, and about a month later, he said that his diagnosis was ALS, and that was backed up by another neurologist shortly after that. So, basically, I also noticed my legs weren't as strong as they had been when I went to a swimming pool and was walking around on the slippery floor, and I just felt like I was less stable than normal. And when I was picking up the baby out of baby swing, it seemed like it was a little harder to stand up with her weight. And since then, my legs have deteriorated more. It's hard for me to get up from a kneeling position. It's hard for me to roll over in bed or put covers on top of me. It's hard for me to compete with this little girl, for your attention. Yeah, so I find myself not being able to walk long distances, and not being able to reach my head easily. I can reach up to here, but like back there, it's kind of hard. So, washing your hair, you prop your elbows up on the wall of the bathtub or the shower to get your hands back there. When you eat, you prop your elbows up on the table and get your food to your mouth. I can't do that very well with my right hand because my right hand's weaker than my left. It seems like my weakness started in my back and then progressed down to my arms and hands and then also to my legs. So it's just an interesting progression. So how does it affect my life? I have a hard time picking up the baby. I can't really pick her up very well. If I'm sitting down, I can get her in my lap. Washing hair, difficult. Other things that you don't really like to talk about very much are difficult to do. Yeah, and it changes your hobbies and what you can do at the start. I know as it progresses, things change more. But this is where I am right now. And through this all, I have a belief in God, the God of the Bible. And that's where I draw my understanding of this life from. And I don't remember the reference, but I believe that we are God's workmanship, created by Him for good works, which He prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. And I don't like having this diagnosis. I don't like having ALS. But I trust that God knows what He's doing and that He has prepared good things for me. And all I really have is each day. And each day with this little pipsqueak is pretty special. And my job is just to walk in the good deeds He's given me to do every day. So this has been on my heart for a while, just to make a little video of how I got to have ALS, how I got the diagnosis. And I hope to do other videos, maybe talking about my health history and my very enlightened ideas as to how I got ALS and what it is. I like to theorize. So, welcome to my journey with ALS, and may God bless you in your journey, whatever it may be.